All right. So we start where all great stories start, with an empty character sheet and a player's handbook. This is a fillable sheet that I found on the internet, and we're going to start with level 1. So we already know our ancestry is elf. We already know our class is going to be wizard. Yay! We can fill in some stuff. And we already know that player name is 7, because what the hell? I don't know how many experience points I need, so we'll see about that later. Yay. Alright. So, elf. As an ancient people, elves have seen great change and have the perspective that can come only from watching the arc of history. After leaving the world in ancient times, they return to a changed land, and they still struggle to reclaim their ancestral homes, most notably from terrible demons that have invaded parts of their lands. Wait, are we actually just playing Imanod? What is this? Am I making Jed 2.0? Am I calling this like Jer instead of Jed? Fuck yes, I'm just gonna call him Jer. Just to piss off Yella. I'm gonna give him 2 Ds, because why the hell not? 2 Ds, 2 Rs. Oh my god, I'm... Yes. Anyway. To some, the elves are objects of awe, graceful and beautiful, with immense talent and knowledge. Among themselves, however, the elves place far more importance on personal freedom than on living up on these ideals. So I'm not going to go through the entire lore stuff. A lot of you probably know this. I tend to not necessarily stick to the lore of the worlds. I tend to prefer to make it my own. So I'm not going to spend too much time here, because I mostly want to get to building my character. Jer not in here? No? Damn it. That's too bad. Alright, so we do have to pick heritage, and we will get 1 ancestry feat and some other stuff. Alright, so first of all, things that we need to fill in. So we have 6 hit points. I'm still getting used to this thing. Some of you are shouting at me right now. There you go. 6 maximum hit points, which we are going to get some from our class 2, you know. Size, medium. Alignment, I really don't care. Speed. Okay. Speed. Whoops. 30 feet. All right. Ability boosts, I need to look up how that works again. And then intelligence, I need to look at traits, elf and humanoid. Can I fill in traits here? Oh, traits. Elf, humanoid. Deity. Again, we're not necessarily building like a backstory just yet. Maybe we will. We'll see. All right. So I'm gonna use the book a little bit, because I do need to remind myself how to build a character. All right. Oh look, there's a handy dandy list here. I completely forgot about that. All right, so you need to start building your character's ability scores. Each start at 10, and as you select an ancestry background and class, you'll apply ability boosts, which increases score by 2, and ability plus, which decreases by 2. So at this point, just note a 10 in each ability score. All right, cool. It says that I have to put my scores here, so I will listen. Thank you. Oh, because it fills in the modifiers automatically. That's actually kind of cool. That's really cool. Thank you. Oh, right, and it fills in like fortitude, reflex, and will too. That's cool. I like it. All right. So we already know that we are getting an ability boost into dexterity and intelligence. One thing. So pick the ancestry. Taking any voluntary flaw. Wait, I completely am lost on this. I completely forgot how this works. So I think... So pretty much, right? We're getting an ability boosted dex and we're getting 1 to intelligence, which makes this a 12 and this a 12. And then we get to pick 1. We also get a flaw to our constitution. So our constitution goes down to, can I make this 0.8? Is that a thing? Okay, nice. It does read 0.8. Don't ask me why, I just prefer having 2 numbers there because it like makes it equally big. So that starts there, and then we get to pick 1 free ability boost, which, seeing as we're playing as a wizard, and I do believe that wizards use intelligence, at least I would assume. I would assume, at least, that wizards use intelligence. Key ability intelligence, yeah. So let's put the free one into intelligence then. I think I can do this. I think I can legitimately just put the +2 into intelligence. I love how we're making like a wizard with like 8 constitution. That seems like a really, really bad idea, to be perfectly honest. But hey, who cares, right? All right, nice. And then we also pick an ancestry feat. We also, I think, need to note down languages. I'm also going to be able to take like a bunch of languages from this in a minute, I think. We'll do that later then. And then low light vision. Is vision a thing here on this sheet? I actually don't know. I'm assuming that's going to be intelligent. Let's not put that there just yet. Alright, you also get like your heritage and your... Is special the like low light vision? Is that the special or is there another special? You see, it's been a while. I assume so. For now, we'll just remember that, I guess. We'll see. All right. So society, alignment, and religion. Many are chaotic good. No problem with that. I'll stick to chaotic good. And we're calling him Jer. Me. We're calling him Jeremiah, but everybody calls him Jer. Yes, I'm doing this to piss off Yellow. Anyway. Elf heritages. Elves live long lives. I don't know why the 4th word didn't just flow out. And adapt to their environment after dwelling there for a long time. Choose one of the following elven heritages at the 1st level. Arctic. I told you... Too late, God. You dwell deep in the frozen north and have gained incredible resilience against cold environments, granting you cold resistance equal to half your level minimum 1. I'm assuming that's rounded down. You treat environmental cold effects as if they were 1 step less extreme. Cavern Elf, you gain dark vision, sure. Seer Elf, excuse me. You have an inborn ability to detect and understand magical phenomena. You can cast a detect magic cantrip as an arcane innate spell at will. Cantrip is heightened to a spell level equal to half your level rounded up. In addition, you get a +1 circumstance bonus to checks to identify magic and to decipher writing of a magical nature. Arcana, nature, occultism, or religion. Okay. Whisper Elf. Your ears are finely tuned, able to detect even the slightest whispers of sound. As long as you can hear normally, you can use the seek action to sense undetected creatures in a 60-foot cone instead of a 30-foot cone. You also gain a +2 circumstance bonus to locate undetected creatures that you could hear within 30 feet with a seek action. Okay, so this would, I'm assuming, be pretty good on like stuff like perception and whatnot. And you're adapted to life in the forest or the deep jungle. And you know how to climb trees and use foliage. When climbing trees, vines, and other foliage, you move at half your speed on a success, full speed on a critical success. This doesn't affect you if you're using a climb speed. Okay. You can always use the take cover action. When you're within forest terrain to gain cover, even if you're not next to an obstacle. So I'm assuming that take cover just gives you some sort of a bonus. Which is why I have the book here, because then I can look this kind of stuff up. 471. So on page 471, you press yourself against a wall or duck behind an obstacle to have better advantage on cover. If you would have standard cover, you instead gain greater cover, which provides a +4 circumstance to AC, reflex save against area effects, and to stealth checks to hide, sneak, or otherwise avoid detection. Otherwise, you get a +2. Cool. It's one action to take cover. So pretty much, right? Pretty much, this is like, isn't this like very similar to like the problem that rangers have? Where like, you know, frozen tundra, dark spaces, magical spaces, just limited in use, and then foresty spaces. So are there any feats that rely on which ancestry you pick? No, right? Okay, cool. So that's kind of cool. So then I would assume this choice would very much be determined by like what campaign you're playing. Like, you know, I think Arctic would be good if you're going to frozen tundra, for example. Woodland would be good if you're playing in forests. I think personally I would actually pick Whisper, if I'm being perfectly honest. The reason for that being that, like, you get a +2 circumstance bonus to locate undetected creatures. This feels like something anti-stealth, which can just be good if stealth works as similarly as I remember to stealth in Dungeons and Dragons. The reason that I don't necessarily want to go Seer Elf is because I feel like I'm going to get Detect Magic from Wizard anyway. Although technically I'm going to be doing this a lot, I would assume. So I think I'm kind of torn between Seer Elf and Whisper Elf. So I think I'm going to do Seer Elf because I just like it more thematically. And then hope that I don't automatically, like, I don't base get Detect Magic as a cantrip from Wizard and I can pick something else. Because then maybe I can pick better cantrips. Because I think cantrips aren't worth as much in Pathfinder as they are in 5th edition. At least I remember that from Kingmaker. So let's pick Seer Elf for this one. I think that's okay. And then we'll just fill in with Heritage, we'll fill in Seer Elf. I'm not going to put the entire description I'd have an app for that anyway. So, all right. And then we pick our Ancestry feat. So you get one Ancestry feat at level 1. And then you get an additional one at 5, 9, 13, and 17. So we're going to be picking a second one at 5, but I'm probably going to go here. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I am just going to read the feats that I can get at that point. I don't want to have to look forward just yet. Maybe I'll do that in the future, but for now, I'm just going to level by level determine it. Because I want to see where that gets me.